Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Zephyr and today I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks for a Disney cruise. Now I went on the Disney Wonder from the 27th of December to the 3rd of January. And there are a few tips and tricks that I did pick up that I want to pass on to you. First tip I have is bring 2 cups. Now these are the 2 that I brought with me. Cups, bottles, whatever you want to call them. These are the 2 that I brought with me. This one was exclusively for water, and this was for anything else that I wanted. It ended up being a lot of soft drink. Disney cruises have free soft drink all the time. I mean, bring a bag to take things around the cruise with you. This is the one that I ended up going with. I actually bought this on the cruise. It is the perfect size. I could string it over the front of my body. It fit everything that I need in it. But if you don't want to go something like that, that's okay, because simply a nice little tote bag like this one will do wonders as well. It'll fit everything you need and you'll be good to go. My next tip is have something to hang next to your door. So each door on the Disney cruises have a fish hook in the shape of a fish, and it's perfect for hanging a bag like this one. So this is what we used, and it has little pockets, and this can be used for things like pixie dusting. So if somebody goes past your room, they could put something in there for you, and it just brings a little magic to the Disney cruise. Now speaking of pixie dusting, obviously this is not something that you have to do, but I do highly recommend it. It brings a little bit of joy to your cruise and also a little bit of joy to other people's cruises as well. So pixie dusting is when you take something and you put it into a person's fish hook bag, and it could be anything. We got pens, so this is some Disney pens. This one has Minnie Mouse on it. We got some chocolates, so that was really nice, and we got lollipops. We got bath bombs and all sorts of other things. We got a lot of stickers as well. That's a really good one. Speaking of doors, the doors are magnetic, which means you can decorate them with magnets. These are a couple of the magnets that we bought with us on the cruise. Again, not an obligation at all. You don't have to decorate your door, but it not only brings a little joy walking through the halls seeing decorated doors, but also it actually makes it a little bit easier to actually find your door when you're going back to your room. Now another thing that you can do is hide ducks. Now finding ducks is so much fun in and of itself. They are hidden all over the place, and it was a lot of fun finding them. This is one of the ducks I found, and a lot of the time they'll have a little note on them saying who hid the duck. So if you want to hide ducks, just go and find some ducks from the shop, hide them around. It's great fun, but also keep your eye out for those ducks. My next tip is a lanyard. It is fantastic. And one thing that a lot of people don't mention is a plastic slip. Now you get a room key. It's called the key to the world when you are on the Disney cruise. Really good way to keep that in check and to know where it is at all times is to simply have it around your neck. Now it is not a card that has a loop on it, so you can't simply clip it to the lanyard itself. You will need a plastic sleeve, but this is definitely a must-have for the cruise. It is so helpful. Now my next tip is, if you want autographs of characters or pictures with characters, bring a book and a pen that doesn't smudge. Speaking of character meet and greets, I highly recommend them. They are great fun. There is a photographer that will take your photo and link it to your room. So if you have the photography package, that's great. However, if you don't, still go and see the characters, because there will be another cast member who will very happily take as many photos as you want on your phone. Another tip I have is bring a hat, bring sunscreen, bring sunglasses, bring a shirt to swim in, bring a rashie or just a swim shirt. Another thing I recommend is bringing shoes that don't need to be tied up or velcroed or anything, just slip-on shoes. Now I bought my Crocs because I'm obsessed with Crocs. Whether that's Crocs or just a slip-on sandal or slides or thongs or flip-flops if you're American, that's what Australians call flip-flops, we call them thongs. But bring a pair of slip-on shoes. Not only is it great. My next tip is if you get motion sick. Now I do get motion sickness and I do get quite bad seasickness as well. So I took Quell. So Quell is the travel sickness tablets that I have used since I was 3 years old, traveling with my parents. For the entire cruise, I took 2 tablets in the morning, and then I took them as I needed, as I started getting woozy, even at the slightest, sign of, I'm starting to feel a bit off. I took 2 tablets then to make sure that I was enjoying my cruise. My next tip is download the Disney Cruise Line app. There is a specific app for the Disney Cruise Line. Definitely download it. Download it before you get on the ship. It connects you to the other people in your room. You can also swap chat IDs, so you can actually, if you make friends on the cruise, you can swap chat IDs with them, and you can catch up with them and message them and find out where they are and all that kind of stuff. It's a great way to keep in contact, and with this you do not need to buy any internet packages. Another great thing about the cruise app is it has an itinerary and it has activities that are going on from day to day. So have a look at the activities, make a plan and favorite the things that you want to do, and it will actually go into a separate area of the app. It will show your itinerary, it will show the things you want to do, sure your app notifications are on. It will give you notifications 15 minutes before one of your favorited events is about to start, which is fantastic. I didn't miss a single event that I wanted to go to because of this. One thing that I think is really important for pretty much any cruise you're going on is make sure you know where guest services is and where the first aid points are. If in doubt, always ask a cast member. They will be more than happy to help. All of this is on the app as well. They have a map on the app that you can look at and you can find everything, but just knowing where it is just makes it easier if these things do happen. Be aware of things that cost extra. Now, I'm not saying don't do them. It's your cruise, you do whatever you want, but just be aware of the things that cost extra. For example, soft drink on deck is free. You go to one of the restaurants, any of the soft drinks that are available on deck are free, but any that aren't will cost extra. So for example, root beer is not available on deck, so will cost extra in a restaurant. And they also have a non-alcoholic drink of the day, which does cost extra. I'll actually show you on the app. If you go to the home screen and you scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll say drink of the day. You can tap on that and you can have a look at both the alcoholic and the non-alcoholic drinks of the day. And you can make a decision whether you want to try it or not based on that. And that's what I did each day. Another thing that I recommend is if you want to do extra things, book ahead. This may be things like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique if you have little ones. It may be Palos, it's shore adventures, anything like that. Make sure you book ahead. Make sure you know what you're doing, what day you're doing, what time, and make sure you are there a bit early just to make sure that you are there on time, because you do not want to miss these things. Because they are really special things that Disney do provide, or cruises in general do provide, but it's really, really cool and I highly recommend doing them, but definitely book ahead. So those are my Disney cruise tips and tricks. If you have any other tips or tricks for Disney cruises or cruises in general, leave them in the comments down below, because I'm sure people would love to hear more tips and tricks, and I certainly want to hear more for my next Disney cruise. I hope you have a lovely day. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to get notified when I make a new video. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye.